Emergency Management Services will conduct a compliance operation today. The multidisciplinary exercise will focus on enforcing broader public safety by law initiatives, including the fire risk reduction and emergency preparedness. Newzroom Afrika's Nqobile Madlala joins us live. Nqobile, we know that usually when it comes to New Year's Eve and New Year's Day celebrations, the city of Johannesburg is probably amongst one of the busiest metros, often reporting the most incidents.
Well, yes, indeed, Veronica. But where we are currently, we're at Johannesburg Mall. Now, this also just as busy with regards to a number of people that are here to buy fireworks. And I want to show you what's taking place here. We're currently in a storage for fireworks. We are told that this area doesn't necessarily comply with regards to the compliance that is expected in terms of storing some of these fireworks. So the EMS is currently looking at the conditions that they are stored. And you'll see that storage is right at the top of Johannesburg Mall. And at the same time, what they have found is that in the storage, the person that is selling downstairs also does not qualify with regards to the safety measures that are expected from that place. And there was a language breakdown when they tried to get details with regards to what was taking place. Now, we are going to get some of those details from Acting Chief. We know that the lady that you were trying to speak to seemed to not understand you, but she sells fireworks. What is the issue here?
Thank you very much. She is one of the occupants, or one of the people that are selling such fireworks. But upon our engagement with her, trying to locate where they're storing such fireworks, she seemed not to be understanding, or there was some sort of a language barrier between ourselves and the lady downstairs. Fortunately, we managed to locate the caretaker for this particular building, being Joburg Mall, who took us to this 6th floor where they're storing such fireworks. And within our space, we have mobilized enough in terms of getting other stakeholders involved. We've got our explosive unit from our South African Police Services. We've got our JMPD, EMS within the city, our environmental health. There's quite a number of departments and entities that are with us. But as it is, these facilities, they are not compliant. Therefore, we are going to issue notices and we're going to close them down until they come to us to work with us towards compliance.
I heard you referring to the gentleman that didn't want to open for you, that you are going to close down the actual building. What does this mean?
What it means is that they are not compliant. Yeah. For some of the issues that we are faced with here, they need our immediate attention. In such, we're going to immediately cease all operations within this particular building until they come to us, so that we can re-inspect and see if ever there's any improvements. Because as it is right now, should we have a fire here, it will be very difficult for the occupants and the shoppers themselves to escape out of this particular building. It's just another ticking time bomb that we're facing.
And with regards to the actual fireworks, because I understand at this point would be a busy time for many people that are trying to buy fireworks, is there a specific thing that needs to be highlighted with regards to your compliance? What is it that they're supposed to have?
In terms of the legislations, they should have applied through our explosives unit, the South African Police Services, to be granted permission to sell such fireworks. And within the city, there are some processes as well, so that when the South African Police Services gives them that certification, at the City of Johannesburg as well, we have to issue another certification to ensure that they are compliant to store and distribute such fireworks within their different premises. So as it is right now, they don't have any of those certificates or permits in that case. But one thing for sure that we want to send out to our general public or our communities out there is that they need to be considerate on the young ones playing around with fireworks. They need to be considerate on our animals. They need to know exactly where to discharge such fireworks within different locations where they may need to enjoy themselves as and when they're crossing over to 2026. All we're saying is this is not a punishment. We are willing to work with anyone that is willing to cooperate with our good selves for the safety of our residents and everyone that lives in our city. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That's the acting chief just giving us details. Veronica, these are the fireworks that we are talking about that are currently being used or being stored in this area. And they're telling us that most of them are stored incorrectly, and this is why they're going to have to shut this down. And of course, compliance is going to be noted, as you can see there. Some of the officials will be looking at that compliance, and they will be ensuring that each and every person that is currently trading within Johannesburg Mall does comply. One of the major issues being that they're concerned that if there was a fire to break out, no one would be able to survive.
Yeah, and that, of course, remains a concern. Just even looking at those boxes and the way that it's stored, it would definitely trigger a crisis and an emergency, if you will. Well, we'll catch up with you a little bit later as you continue with that inspection. Nqobile Madlala, they're coming to us from the City of Johannesburg.